since I started professionally writing, I have cultivated my small handful of beta readers over the last. Some of them were friends that I knew before I had ever decided to push publish uh, for my first self-published work. Others I've met along the way, but it's before anybody reads anything um, of mine that I'm actually intending to publish. I have this one little thing that I wrote that will never see the light of day because it's got a bunch of problems. And what I do is anybody that I'm thinking about having be a beta reader say, here, take a look at this. What do you think? And so then um, I, based on what they think are the problems with that manuscript, either, oh, this is really good. Okay, then there are some very fundamental problems with the story and the characterizations and everything like that. That if they say that, I said, okay, you're really just looking here to read my stuff before everybody else, which is what some beta readers are. That's all they're interested in. Or that it's like, oh, these are the things I want to fix so that your manuscript will be publishable. And the way that I know somebody may be ready to be a beta reader for me, and what I need out of my beta readers is that instead of telling me what to do, they'll ask questions. We'll have a conversation about the various parts of it, and the one of the ones questions that will really get me to go, okay, maybe you're ready, is, are you really thinking about publishing this? Because sometimes, I mean, even at this point, over the summer I was working on something and I was fiddling with it. I was fiddling with it about a 10,000 words in. I'm like, yeah, this is never going to go anywhere. And I sent it to two of my people, and they said, yeah, you might want to go back to working on deadweight. So that's the other thing, is the honest beta readers being honest about, yeah, you've written some good stuff, but this is not you don't want to put your name on this and put this out in the public.
Hmm. No, I like that idea about having something that you can immediately send to everyone that you know has got problems, and that they
Yeah.
can go through it. That's a really clever idea to see where they're at.
Yeah, I think also the sort of being able to, even after, like you said, 10,000 words, being able to say, they call it like the fallacy of sunk value, where, you think time invested, makes it valuable in and of itself. So to be able to have someone whose opinion you can trust so much that at 10,000 words, they'll be like, maybe you should make a U-turn on this whole thing. And you say, okay,
Yeah.
that's just so, priceless.
Well,
And
and that's the one of the biggest things that I look for with the people that beta read for me, um, is the honesty. Is that that even when we disagree, that they're honestly looking to help me achieve my goals as a writer. As opposed to, I was in a writers group for a really long time, um, and there was one guy who was loud and bombastic and always right, and he chased a bunch of people that were creative and talented out of the group, just because he was like, no, this is wrong. No, this is wrong. No, this is wrong. And some of the ideas were like, no, these are really cool, neat ideas, and they just don't fit into your paradigm of what works in fiction. And so it really hurt the group a lot. And so, being able to trust people to give you their honest feedback from their experience of your work, but still, even if it's not necessarily what you want to hear, but still know that they're trying to help you, as opposed to, this is just my opinion of what should be done in fiction. Because really, you can do anything you want, you just have to earn it. And that's the big thing with my beta readers, is they will, everybody that I bring into my fold, of my crew will go, okay, there's this thing. This isn't working. If this is really the thing you want to do, let's talk about how we can get this to work within the framework of the story you're trying to tell.
Yeah, right. Like writers groups can be a very vulnerable space, can't they? And everyone's kind of bringing themselves to it, and I think sort of having characters like that can be really harmful to the productivity of something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I will probably never join another writers group for the rest of my life, unless it happened to be, hey, let's have Robin Hobb, George R.R. Martin, Steven Erikson, hang out and talk with me about writing. I'd join that group, but just a bunch of my town or anything. I'm kind of really gun shy about those, and I think one of the most valuable things of getting my creative writing degree was that I can tell now the difference between somebody who's just being bombastic and fixing my manuscript as opposed to somebody that's trying to really help me achieve my vision.
Yeah, because vision is a very important part with it. Like being able to understand what it is that you're after. When I send out stuff for beta readers, I put this clear message in the end of every chapter. It's like, I don't, what am I looking for? What did you feel with this? Like, where was the confusion? Because those are the things I'm trying to figure out with this, not someone that's going through and, like you say, trying to fix my problem there.
Thank you for listening, and come back next week for more. Please visit thebookeditorshow.com for show notes, links to guests, books and extras, and for information on how to be a guest on the show.